Okay. Hi, and welcome to the Miss Podcast. I'm Yorick, I'm one of the hosts, and I'm here with Mads, the other host, and
Hey.
we have some very special guests today. We have
Yes,
Luke Grunts and Ian Fraser from cleopatrick.
cleopatrick.
Boys, welcome.
Finally.
Welcome to the show.
Yay.
Welcome to the
Go.
show.
Yeah.
I've got my youth tour part one merch on to see that to show that I'm an OG and whatever. I'm so happy to have
I'm
you guys
going with
on.
the water tower.
Yeah, nice.
Equally nice. Equally as nice.
Equally nice. I'm so happy to have you guys on because this completes the NRM trio episodes because we've had Jake, we've had Luke, and we've had Steve and Dan, and now we have you guys. So
Here we
it's
are.
it's a hell yeah. We're so glad that you're here.
Yeah.
So let's
And-
just go on.
When we recording this episode, the first album of cleopatrick isn't out yet, but when it drops on YouTube, we gonna listen to Bummer 24/7 probably.
When this drops, we can listen to Bummer in all its glory.
Finally!
Holy shit.
Hell
So
yeah.
how does it feel to, you've been around and you've had 2 EPs and, a hit single and whatever. So how does it feel to finally have an album coming out and having had it in your hands already? How does it feel? What are you feeling? Can you describe it?
Yeah. I don't know. We've been talking back and forth a lot, not really knowing how to feel. It's obviously we're very excited, and this has kind of been the goal of ours for forever, for as long as we can remember. Yeah, it's kind of surreal. I think we're beyond excited, but it's kind of this, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's really hard it's a weird little space I feel like I'm in personally right now.
I'm there too. It's weird.
But it's cool. It's all amazing, and there's so many people that are messaging us and being like, yo, can't believe it's coming out, and we're like, same, can't believe it's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
So
people are getting their CDs. So some people have already heard it, I saw. Which is, I don't know if that was
Lucky
intentional.
buggers.
I don't know if that was intentional or a thing the US store did wrong, but I saw people coming in with people getting their CDs already. So people are getting it already, but
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to wait as European people,
Yeah, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait longer because I've bought the vinyl. So
You're gonna
There you
wait
go.
until
Yeah.
October.
I just have to.
I bought both.
But I'm gonna listen
the,
to it on Spotify.
I bought the standard vinyl, the blue vinyl, and the CD because I wanted to own a physical copy on release day, and I wanted both vinyls because of too much
He's a
money
freak.
and too much love for you guys.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean physical. I already have the first 7-inch with Hometown and Youth on the other side.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
And I have the
6.
CD. So I had to complete it, the collection. So I also can't believe it because I've been talking to people from my study who have pushed your music onto very royally since the start of this year. And I was talking to them and they were like, yeah, how are you feeling? Their debut album comes out because they know I'm obsessed. And so they were like, how are you feeling that it's coming out in just over a week? And I'm like, it's coming out in 8 days. It's just it's still
It's
such
unreal.
a thing because
It's kind of unreal.
4th, yeah, June 4th has been such a thing for so long now that it's not even a date anymore, but just a thing, just soon,
It's
it's
an idea.
it's the new soon. But it's a thing that's actually going closer this time, and it's insane. Yeah, and we already have 4 singles from them are already out and in our possession as fans. We have it started with Good Grief, which just dropped, and it was everything because the build-up was insane and just everything about it. And then we had the Drake, which was Everything We've Ever Wanted, because that was my favorite song live when I heard it. And then Family Van dropped, and that just went crazy, especially here on the radio for some reason, because fucking Jasper. Incredible.
What a guy.
Oh my god, I'm so happy that I introduced it to you guys, because that's like such a staple now on that radio station. It's incredible. And then 2008 dropped, which was so different from everything you've ever released. And
yeah,
I've
true.
been streaming it nonstop now because holy shit. It's like it's such a different direction. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it because like that's, you know, the most recent thing you've dropped. So I think that's the thing we still have the most questions about, I guess.
So how did you feel about dropping 2008? Have you had some kind of feelings, like, or did you tell yourself, we don't know how they're gonna like the song because it's so different?
Yeah, I think from the moment like we started recording it, we were really excited about it, and we felt very confident in it. But then I know definitely personally like a little bit of not even really doubt, because I love the song, but just a bit of insecurity like seeped in as that release date drew closer. Because yeah, you're right, it is different. But I think that Ian and I we knew that you guys would like it, like because it while it is different, it sounds like a Cleopatrick song. It is a Cleopatrick song.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was like just a kind of a cautious excitement. And then it came out and people liked it, and it's great.
It's personally the first Cleopatrick song I have cried to at 3 a.m. in my room, because that's not normally music. You know, that's not normally what your music does. It's more like I want to get up and punch a wall. But this one was like, I want to lay down and cry for 4 hours.
Think about things.
Yeah.
Think about things, yeah. I like that.
And it was such a change of vibe because it came out and we hadn't heard 2008 before, so we had no clue what was actually expected. People were hyping it up beforehand. Like I think we asked Steve and Dan what their favorite song off the album was, and I think they said 2008 as well, because so we had like great expectations, and you went on Twitter and went like, oh, I'm gonna wait till the vibes are right, and so we did a whole thing on Discord where we just partied, and then the song came out and it was just a sad song, and we were like, oh, that's the wrong vibe then.
Big cry party instead.
we threw a party to get the right vibes, and then it was just exactly the opposite of what you wanted.
Yeah, that was kind of funny to see. Like everybody was like getting so hype, expecting like, you know, another single like Family Van or like the Drake, you know, and like it was cool kind of to see that almost come down. Like I remember reading the YouTube comments on the video the next day, and it's like it was a whole like other kind of side to like our fans, which was kind of cool. It was like, damn, this was not what I expected, but like this is really like big props to these guys. It was cool. It felt pretty gratifying. It's cool.
It definitely, hit home to a lot of us. I talked to some people from the community about it because it was so different, and I wanted to know what other people thought. And everyone had like the same ideas of like, it felt like it was sung to us directly. Like it was such a personal song, I guess, that, it felt, because everything you've released thus far was like banger after banger and just loud. And this was just loud in a different way. And I don't know, it has such a different vibe, but I still vibe with it, I guess, in like a very different way. So yeah, props to you guys for expanding your your whole range of music, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I literally
look
can't
forward
wait
to you guys hearing it in context of the album.
Oh my god!
Because I think that's when it'll all kind of make sense.
Oh my gosh, you make me even more excited now.
I mean, the singles.
Not trying to.
Because like Victoria Park as an album opener is just, I've waited so long for that song, and oh my god, all the teasers you've been dropping, and literally insane.
So So
Yeah,
what?
I mean, this is 3 years coming, you know.
Yeah.
This
It
is
is.
3
So
years
what
coming.
else can we expect from the album?
Yeah,
Just
what can you
drop
say
something,
to us
so-
now that we will, we will know it like when this comes out, but what can we expect from the album? Like in 5 words, what can you tell us about the album? Like if you had to summarize the album in 5 words, what would it be?
Oh, that's tough.
There are no filler tracks.
Nice.
There you go.
Every track is as good. I ran out of words for my second sentence. Let's just cut that part out. Can we get that? The first part was good. But I could, may I expand on that beyond my 5 words?
Oh, please.
I think the thing that Luke and I are the most proud of is, well, not the most, so there's so many aspects of this album that we're proud of, but every song feels like it has its moment, and we're insanely proud of that. We really make a point of every song that makes it as a Cleo song, like, is there for a reason, up to this point, and that the album, I think, doesn't there's nothing about that that's missing. I think there are even more bangers that hit hard in different ways than 2008, in different ways than Family Van and the Drake and Good Grief. It's like I think they go deeper in different ways and they hit harder in different ways, and it's just like, I don't know, I think just expect more songs that we're super proud of, you know.
You're so good at selling it.
Special way. Like when you guys hear them in context in the way that they're ordered, that's important too. Like we've been careful with like the singles we've chosen. And
shuffling an album
yeah, you can't
just
shuffle
a thing
this
in
one.
general that you just doing. Are there transitions? That's like my main question. Are there transitions between songs?
Yeah, it flows like a kind of a continuous thought.
Oh,
like
yeah, exactly.
The narrative. It's not like a concept record, but like there is a concept to the record, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It flows like a thought, and yeah, there's a clear like trajectory, and there's a method to it. And
yeah, exactly. That's I love that in albums when you like listen to it from front to back, and it's like because we've been streaming. Everyone who listens to this probably has been streaming all the singles like to death, but like to hear it in relation to all the other songs and like as a whole, is going to be.
It's different.
It's been 3 years coming, and this is it. So yeah, shit.
Imagine all the other songs were just like white noise, like it was just like a prank.
Yeah, they're all just Rube Goldberg cuts. It's
well,
all,
that'd be sick. That wouldn't be bad at all.
We have 4 Cleo songs, and then we just have lo-fi beats to study to. Yeah, but we have some more questions about the album in like the community questions thing that I was that I thought of myself as well, but that we will save for the end of this episode.
Cool.
So I feel
with
like
the album, I have another idea. With the album dropping, you guys announced the Bummer Tour in autumn. Yeah, it's autumn, right? So are you excited? Are you ready for the tour? Are you ready to go on tour with Ready to Prince and Segmentality?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All these questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, we've been wanting to do this massive NRM tour for as long as we've been friends with those guys. That aspect alone is so special and exciting, let alone coming back to playing shows after a full year and a bit of just nothing. So I think we're beyond ready. I mean, definitely nervous. It's going to be weird because of having not played, but we have this handful of songs now that we're beyond stoked to play, and then the tour with RTP and Zig. Yeah, oh my god, dude.
It's gonna be a vibe.
It's gonna be so sick. Yeah.
So is there already some other bands planned for the UK shows?
There is,
You can't tell it.
but they'll be announced soon. There is some logistical things to figure out. But
Right.
yeah, they'll be announced soon, and there's more shows to come too. So there's a lot. There's a lot
need
more.
it.
This isn't the beginning. This is only the beginning.
We're all just waiting for a mainland Europe tour, you know. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Exactly.
I got tickets to Lowlands. I'm seeing you either way, you know. I'm seeing you in August, whatever happens. Yeah, which is insane because the whole festival sold out in 3 seconds. So like to think that I'm actually going and seeing you guys live in a festival setting is absolutely unfathomable still. I will only believe it when I actually see you guys on stage there, because I don't know if you've been keeping up with all like the news about the festival itself, but we're actually it's like 95% sure that it's actually like going ahead, because of like everyone's going to be rigorous testing and whatever. So it's like actually really sure to actually go ahead, and it's probably going to be my first festival back from all of this COVID shit. And you guys are playing, which is
It's gonna be a special
insane.
moment.
Oh, I will break down and cry right in front of the stage.
Yeah, I'm still hoping that the Highfield Festival in Leipzig gonna go ahead, but I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, it's all up in the
Germany,
air.
kind of.
There will probably be some Germany shows added eventually. You know, it's an album.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had an EP
Back.
tour that's like been all of these dates, you know. So
Yeah.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Shit. Yeah. Insane to
wait.
think about touring. What?
Yeah,
Touring?
Yeah,
What's that
it's
even
so
anymore?
strange.
Ugh. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Anyway, it's been such a
surreal.
drag. I've been trying to survive off of live stream concerts, but that's really just not the same. Just sitting on
It's
your
not quite
couch
the
and like,
same, is it?
yay, you know,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Don't forget to wear headphones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to wear headphones. I want to see a PA system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen. We're coming back.
Hell yeah.
I want to stand in front of the speakers and just hear
Go deaf.
nothing after
Hell yeah.
the
No
gig.
one's
Nothing better.
Ruin your
Nothing
ears.
better than casual hearing damage. And moshing, you know, that's also something I dearly miss. Moshing to the new. Well, I mean,
Stage diving in a basement with a low ceiling.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're talking about Berlin, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the audience wouldn't let us leave until we played more.
Yeah.
We couldn't leave.
Played Sandshake
think-
twice.
I think you've played Sandshake 2 times.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ian was like, we really don't have
We
any
don't-
songs left.
For everyone
we gotta
listening,
play it again.
the exit to the venue was behind the crowd. Like we were like locked in by them, like
Yeah.
by like 100 and something, you know, very friendly but very
All just smiling.
yeah,
Passionate.
very like passionate German people.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we had done our set and they just wouldn't let us leave. We just had to play more.
I still remember the first Cologne show, the one in 2018. You know, the one also in a sweaty basement with like, I went there with my dad and everything it was like my first concert that I was like, I want to go here, like not the first one I just got brought to with my parents, but I was like, I need to go to this concert, and my dad was like, fine, we'll do it. And then
That's so cool.
I was there and I was like and very anxious, and then you guys recognized me and I brought like this guitar thing and we screwed it back into the guitar, so now I have a signed guitar by you guys on my wall, which is it's unplayable because every cable is snipped, but it's still on my wall as like this is a signed guitar from Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Which is it's still one of my favorite memories, just going home after that concert, like not knowing what to do with myself, that post-concert emptiness for the first time. And yeah, it's just been such a long journey, and it's all coming to a head here at the debut album.
Yeah.
My God, I
And
cannot
then
wait.
we retire.
Years.
Yeah.
And then it's done.
We're done.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything,
Do
guys.
solo projects and whatever, you know. Yeah, don't you dare. Honestly, don't you dare. Something onwards and upwards or something. Yeah, just insane that we've come here. We can't talk more about the album now because we don't know the songs yet, so we can't be like, oh, why did you choose for this, and Great Lakes, and why did you produce the thing that you did. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. So
yeah, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit later because we still have
we have some questions about some songs and whatever. So,
but I think we should start with the playlist now.
I also think we should start with the playlist. I made it into a nice Spotify playlist for easy access.
Nice.
So let's just start at the top and move down, I guess.
Staying hydrated is a good idea, Luke.
Yeah, we'll have oh my God, Mads is like actually walking. Nice. Meanwhile, we'll just start with the first song.
Mobile setup.
Mobile setup. We'll start with the first song, which is I've Been Loving You Now Too Long to Stop Now by Otis Redding live at Monterey with Booker T and the MGs. Whose song is that? Who chose that one? Is that like a mutual?
If we're going in order, I think these first 7 will be mine, and then the last 7 will be Ian's.
Oh yeah, that does make sense because the first ones have Radiohead and Tom York. So yeah, okay. So the Otis Redding song. Explain why that one specifically, and why like such a classic.
I think that performance and there's like a video of it too. Is one of the dopest vocal performances of all time, and the emotion and just the energy of that recording is untouchable, and I love that song for that reason. And it's just a fucking great thing, and I've been listening to it a lot through quarantine and stuff, so a lot of these songs are like kind of like my quarantine coping mechanisms.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that about this next song as well, Home by Caribou. I have played that song a lot. I have played the whole album suddenly so much because it's so vibey and slow and soft and also like funky R&B stuff. And I love it so much. But this is your playlist. Why Home? Why Caribou?
That one's got fantastic production. I love the sampling on it. And the way it kind of like bounces between different sections in the arrangement. It's just awesome. It's like a rock and roll I don't know, beat. It's something that I've also listened to a whole bunch, and that whole record, but that song is like the standout for me. It kind of just makes me smile. It's like a happy song.
That is true. Oh, this next one I can talk about for literally hours, but we'll keep it a bit surface level. Separated by Radiohead, off of King of the Limbs. So what do you think of King of the Limbs as like an album?
It's one of my favorites, and I just recently read and realized that people think that that's the worst Radiohead album, and I can't.
It's very controversial.
I can't put into words how much that pisses me off. Yeah, I can't believe it.
It is.
There's so many fucking incredible songs on that record, and Separator especially is one of my favorite album closing tracks of all time, and I'll say again, it's been. That one especially has been a coping mechanism through COVID. I listen to it like every morning. I time my showers with it. Like I throw it on and I shower until like the ending section, then I get out.
Wow. I mean, okay, so if you could rank the Radiohead albums.
God.
So this is the question. This is the question. So Pablo Honey, OK Computer, Moonshaped Pool, King of the Limbs. You know, the
Okay, let me get them all in front of me because
Yeah.
there's quite a few.
yeah, it's
And I'll put a disclaimer here. This is based on my current vibes.
yeah.
Because it's changed a lot for me. I've actually like kind of kept a tally in my head of like which one's my favorite.
Yeah.
But it's changed a lot. I'd say right now, King of Limbs is my number one. I'd say a Moonshaped Pool, number two. And I'd say then I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the In Rainbows A sides and B sides. Lump those together.
Yeah.
And then probably Kid A, Amnesiac, The Benz, OK Computer, Controversial. It's my second last one, and then Pablo Honey. Because like I love old Radiohead, but the thing that really gets me with them is like their new stuff and their production, and
it has really just gone to another level. I do agree. I think if I can like quickly give my rating as someone who like only casually listens to Radiohead, as like not that big a fan, but also like, you know, I would put Kid A in first, then Moonshaped Pool, then In Rainbows, then The King of Limbs, Amnesiac, Hail to the Thief. Oh, and then we have the three first ones. OK Computer, The Benz, Pablo Honey.
Yeah, respect.
I think that's like my rating. Like even Pablo Honey is still like such a good album, but it's like you said, like production and stuff. It's just so much better, and it's like so much easier, nicer to listen to, I guess. Yeah, Radiohead. You know, we all know how much you love Radiohead. Alicia is always proud of the fact that she always sends you Radiohead memes, even though she has never listened to Radiohead. So she has no clue what they mean, but she just sends them.
They're always hilarious.
Yeah, she just doesn't understand them, but you know, she does send them.
It's enough to catch Lou, probably.
Yeah, and that's the goal. Yeah. Okay, well let's move on to, you know, MF Doom, all caps, fucking rip. MF Doom, like really, the rhymes, insane. Your thoughts?
It's this song especially, and this beat is fucking sick. And I just love how grimy and dusty it is. Like it's like garage hip hop.
Yeah,
and it's awesome. And this song makes me feel like I could run through a wall.
Understandable. I mean, that's like the whole MF Doom situation. He's like really, you know, going at it like lyrically and like you said, like it's garage hip hop. It's like, you know, it's just there, you know. Personally, don't listen to him that much because it's like sometimes too much, because I've been like mellow situation lately. But great artist, you know, incredible legacy he's left behind or whatever. Let's see, we've had the first four. There we go. Hands by Claremont II. I haven't heard it before, so enlighten me.
Okay. Clement's from Toronto, and he's consistently put out just fucking incredible music for his whole career. But this song especially is kind of like a newer release, and the beat is so sick, and just the shit he's saying on this track is so confident, and I don't know, it's just another track, like it hypes me up. And it's got a really great music video too that we used as like a reference for our family van video.
Got an insight. Wow. Has anyone noticed it? Has anyone messaged you about it?
No, it's not like it's purely aesthetic. Like we just wanted like the same kind of like low light vibe as his video. But yeah, I can thank this song for finding that.
Oh yeah. And I mean, the Fan Van music video is incredible. I love that we were all like in the chat freaking out about it, and was like, oh fuck, the whole van turning into like a fucking mosh pit or whatever. I remember like everyone after the song was done, everyone was like, oh fuck, holy shit, everyone was like still freaking out about it. And we all like went to Instagram in like our group chat to like freak out about it more. Loved it.
Thank you.
They're pushing each other every time something drops.
Yeah.
Like pushing it forward.
Yeah.
Like the whole community is like, it just shows that we're like one big community every time you guys drop something, because everyone's like collectively freaking out about it, like everywhere, like every social media platform that we're on is like blowing up with everyone just saying, oh fuck, holy shit, it's out for me. And yeah, it's just nice to see how much of a community everyone like really is.
Totally.
To have seen it grow, especially a little bit of a tangent in the middle of the playlist, but this just has to be said. I wanted to say that before, but I forgot to like have like we started like I started the Discord server like back in May of 2018, I would say, as like a place where me and my friends like from here would send like links to things you would put out. And then we started inviting a couple of friends, and like it kept, the ball kept rolling. And then suddenly we were at 100 people. And then you guys shared it in your Instagram story, like I think like the start of 2019, and we 400 people. And I was very proud of that. And now recently we hit 700 people. That server is now 713 people big.
That's a lot of people.
Which is so many people for like a thing that started out as like a place where me and my friends could like share stuff, and it just grew into this whole big thing that you guys also dropped one of the was it the Drake? You did the little stems from?
That wasn't us.
Yeah. It was leaked.
Sure.
It was leaked. That wasn't that was the source. Yeah. Sorry, that wasn't you. That was yeah, that wasn't you. That does make sense. But yeah, the source, used the Discord server, like 200 people joined in one day, and it was insane. And I didn't know anything about this. I was there just, letting it happen and creating a channel for it or whatever. And I was just freaking out because other people were freaking out to me, like, holy shit, are you in on this? I'm like, in on what? And they were like, yeah, Discord server, check their Instagram story. And I was like, I didn't know about this, and it was incredible, because it helped the Discord server a lot. And that Discord server means a lot to me because it's like the thing that started it all, I guess, for the community, and just insane. But before we talk too much about that, let's just move on with the playlist, because that's what we were doing.
Keep on
going. We have Twist from Tom York. Another Radiohead thing, but like not, because like the vibes are different. But explain why this is in there.
The song is incredible. I guess I'm kind of saying that for each of these picks, but
but that's why you put them in.
That's why I chose all mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This song has a beautiful arrangement, and the production's incredible, and it's really touched me. I think it's probably going to be my most listened to song when I get that Spotify Wrapped. Because I kind of went deep with this one, like got really fucking obsessed, especially with this synth keyboard thing sound that comes in towards like the halfway point in the song, where it shifts into pretty much a different song. It's one of the most incredible sounds I've heard in my life, and I'm just obsessed with that moment. And yeah, so if anyone's gonna go listen to that song after, it's kind of lengthy, but just wait for this. You'll know when that keyboard hits.
You'll know when it
touch
happens.
your soul. Yeah.
I mean, has any of these songs that we've mentioned thus far like inspired you in like the album, or is your sound like defined to the point where other songs don't really affect it anymore, or?
No, these definitely inform a lot of decisions we make, and especially with new stuff we're writing now, like um, all the stuff that we've both been obsessed with over quarantine is coming out in full force. But it's all filtered through our limbs, and it sounds like us in the end. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like what I love most about music, that it's like influences change, and the ideas do too, but it still sounds like you guys, and that's the thing about music. You can hear it like immediately that it's a cleopatrick song, even though it's like either Sanjake or 2008, which is like such different things in its essence, but so you still, which is the best thing about music, in my opinion, that like whatever whatever ideas you explore, it still sounds like a you thing. And that's in my opinion, the best thing about music, that it's like so wide and whatever. Love it. You have one more song on your playlist, like from your perspective, and that's Prom Song by Pio. I think that's like, besides Home by Caribou, like the favorite song, because I listened to the playlist beforehand, and I think that was like the song that stuck with me most. But explain why you put it on the playlist.
Yeah, like I haven't even listened to the rest of this record that it comes from. I've just heard this song, but like it's just cool. It's a really creative guitar song, and it's very much like rock music, but it's kind of dissonant, and I don't know, it's like ugly in a nice way. And yeah, I like the way it's recorded. It's very raw, and I just kind of wanted to include a proper guitar song in my 7, so that someone gets
there's still a bit of Cleopatrick essence in there. Yeah. I mean, Mads, do you want to do the other 7 songs?
Sure.
I mean, you've been quiet for a while, so I'll let you do the other 7. I'll let you do Ian's 7.
All right, I'm gonna take Ian and just go. All right, we have In For Many by Steve Lacy.
Yeah. I would say most of these songs are pretty much just like one-offs that I just think are really sick right now. But this track, I really like it because it's like, I don't know, a lot of Steve Lacy stuff is very like stripped back, and for a while I'm pretty sure he just made music on his iPhone, which I thought is kind of cool. But there's a lot of cool sounds going on, but it's like the production isn't crazy. Like there are not nearly as many production tricks as a lot of other stuff that I find myself listening to. It's like, it's very easy to just go, these are drums, there's a guitar sample, and there's like a bass. It's like very simple and stripped back and like kind of lo-fi, but it also like really still paints a picture, which I thought was super, super cool. Yeah. Steve Lacy's awesome. When I started using Spotify this year, because I used Apple Music, and like I was pretty much forced to like Steve Lacy because I would listen to almost any song, and then you know how like Spotify like does the thing where like like it just like with the algorithm, it was always Dark Red by Steve Lacy. Whatever I listened to, that song would come on after. And now there's a different song, a Lucy Dacus song, that is always like, I don't know if there's something messed up with my shit, but like it was always that song, and I was like, I guess I need to listen to Steve Lacy.
No, Ian, for sure you'll like this.
Yeah, like honestly, and I would never like save it. I'd listen to it fully through, but I would like never save it. And then like after like the 20th time, I was like, okay, like who is Steve Lacy?
Whatever.
Yeah. I just think I think it rocks.
Then we have the top from Francis and the Lights.
Yeah. This is another new discovery. I'm not like a huge Francis and the Lights fan, but I know as a group they've done some collabing with like Bon Iver and Kanye West, which I think that's probably how I discovered. Like I think one of a video just like came up on my YouTube, and I'm still fairly new, but like all their videos were like really cool and artsy, and I found this like old EP of theirs from like 2008, and it's like 4 tracks and they're just funky, cool, like drum heavy, and like I don't know, I don't even know, electro pop kind of funky stuff. I thought it was really cool, and that's what whenever I cook food, I listen to this song in this EP. It's good.
Right.
It's good kitchen music.
Kitchen music. That is a genre. And it's like different for
Yeah.
everyone, but it is definitely a genre because I have like a specific.
This one specifically, just chopping onion.
Oh hell yeah! I'm just crying, you know, tears streaming down your eyes and still vibing.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is "I Know Alone" by Haim.
Yeah, I remember when this album first came out, Luke was like, "Yo, this album's sick," and I was like, "Yeah, it is sick." And I listened to it a bit, and I thought it was super dope. I don't think either of us had really ever been into Haim until this album, and there's just so many awesome production choices and song, like every song is awesome. But recently I've been getting back into it, and this song in particular really stands out to me. I don't know, it's a certain type of song that really hits me, and the music video is sweet. Like they have one of those like very simple one-shot music videos that I know Luke and I both love, and it's just I listen to it like all the time. It's awesome.
Just Haim in general is like this whole. I was into The Wire like back in 2014 because it was on Guitar Hero Live, like the newest Guitar Hero game where I like got most of my music taste from. And the Wire was on there, and I like started listening to that first album, Days Are Gone, and then they released Women in Music Part 3, and it was so much more mature. I guess it was less indie pop rock situation, like way more developed into like this dreamy. I don't even know how to describe it because I'm
really paints a picture. Paints a picture.
Yeah, it's incredible. And I was glad to see it on here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love it, and it feels good because it's getting warmer too. It's like a very summer, like Los Angeles record. It's cool. It feels great to listen to right now.
Very true.
Then we have Heatwave by Snail Mail.
Yeah, this is just another one of those Spotify algorithm songs. This one came on in my shuffle quite a bit, and it just clicked with me, and I love the vocals, like the whole kind of bedroom pop rock vibe it's got. It just rocks. I just think it's a cool track.
Spotify is just really feeding you all these songs.
Hooks me up.
Yeah.
It hooks me up. I'm a lazy.
I'm all of your favorite music.
I'm a lazy music fan. I wait for things to come to me, and then
I mean, that's basically what I do too. Like most of my music is either from video games, like the Spotify playlists, or things other people recommend me. That's basically all that happens. And then I have like a good few bands that I'm like actually a fan of, but the rest is like really like most of my taste is from Guitar Hero Live. Speaking of video games, quick tangent. I am guilty of playing Fortnite in my own time, secretly, very secretly. On my
because
Switch.
of you guys.
Well, yes, I started playing it again because you were like, "Yo, we're in Fortnite." I'm like, "Yeah, right." And like I forgot about it, but I did start playing it again, and then I got into like a car, and then fucking the hometown started playing, and it was the most surreal experience of my life because it's Fortnite. Please explain to me.
Yeah, how did it feel?
When, like, what happened? How did this come to be?
They just hit us up. They were like, "Hey, can we put hometown in this game?" We were like, "Yeah." Well, then we thought about it, and I was like, my cousin would definitely freak out. And so we were like, "Let's do it." And then it happened, and then I just texted him. I was like, "Yo, get your Switch out and check this out." And he sent me a video of him being like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, it's so surreal. That whole radio station on there is just filled with bangers. Like it has.
Yeah, it's actually it's a great playlist.
It's a great playlist. It has like
it has like, are on there as well. Am I right?
Who?
The Blue Stones?
Oh yeah, like 2 songs from the Blue Stones, and but you also have like classics, like "Take Me Out," Franz Ferdinand, and then "No One Knows," Queens of the Stone Age from the best album ever.
Oh,
"Songs for the Deaf," best album
I
ever.
love that one.
But yeah, fucking Fortnite getting their shit together and just producing, putting in bangers. Yeah, that was just such a weird experience to just play Fortnite as my guilty pleasure and just real life catching up with me. It was insane. But yes, Matt, go ahead. That was my Fortnite rant.
We got Kenny by Still Woozy.
Hell yeah. This song's a soft banger that resonates in my heart. Still Woozy's like, Luke showed me this Still Woozy track, not this one, but one called Goodie Bag a while ago. And then I've just like been checking his stuff out ever since. And like every single one of his songs is so cool. He's so talented, like multi-instrumentalist. And yeah, the song just, it's a soft one. It hits me right here, in the heart.
Right in hard. Then we have Stone Cold by Deb Never.
Yeah, Deb Never.
Is that right?
Yeah. I found this one through a producer that Luke and I were both fans of, Kenny Beats. He produced it. Yep. And yeah, it's just an awesome track. It's kind of like weird and not stagnant, but it's pretty like plain for like the majority, and then it kind of has this bridge that really ties the whole thing together. Right? I really like it. I think it's awesome. And the kick drum just hits.
Just love a good kick drum. The most
huge.
underrated
it's the biggest kick
part
drum
of a
I've ever
song.
heard.
The most underrated part of music, the kick drum.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Be Quiet and Drive Far Away by whoever this is.
Deftones. Yeah, Deftones.
Dear God.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a Deftones cover, which I learned yesterday. I had no idea it was Deftones. So I'm again lazy music fan, but yeah, I just think it's a cool vibe, and Dear God's a local dude kind of coming up, making some really, really sick, unique tracks. Although I listened to the Deftones version yesterday and some of their other stuff, and I hear a bit of that reference now. So I'm learning every day. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
just
your manager didn't put the artist in, so I just put the Deftones one in the playlist.
Yeah.
But Dear God is
the Dear God cover.
I will put that in after.
Dear Dash God.
Yeah, I found it. Amazing. Okay, great. I will put that in after. Let's see.
So we're gonna use the last couple of minutes for the community questions, and you guys got by far the most questions.
God, we got bombarded with community
all
questions.
All the bands we've had yet, so
it was insane.
Let's rip. Lightning round. Let's go.
Scroll through. Okay, let's start with the hardest one, which I'm gonna expand on a little bit. Nels asks, why did 17 get scrapped? If you can talk about it, of course. And same goes for Deemed and Burner Phone, and for my sake. Where did they go? Where did the songs go?
Yeah, I mean, you guys shouldn't even know that they were even recorded, but you guys are so snoopy. They didn't get scrapped.
You know it, Luke.
But they just didn't make the album because like we've kind of alluded to, like we wanted to be as thoughtful as possible with this record, and this is something that we've wanted to do for a long time. This band has always been about like making an album. That's been the goal. And there's an art form to it, and it's important to us that it was done thoughtfully, and that we said exactly what we want to say, nothing more and nothing less. And those songs just didn't really fit the narrative. They didn't really fit, like a lot of them were written, or some of them were like old, and then others were just kind of not the same like aesthetic or message as the rest of the record. And so they didn't fit. And then just out of respect to you guys, we only wanted to put out the best, and we weren't going to just throw filler on there. but you'll hear those songs one day. It's just
Yeah,
are they gonna be released as singles, or do you already plan on putting them on a different album?
I think they'll probably come into the universe when it makes the most sense. There's no like real
the
direction for them right now.
cinematic universe.
The Cleopatrick universe.
yeah.
It's could be phase 4, could be phase 2.
You know,
we'll see
we
what
don't know what phase we're in.
I don't. I was gonna ask. Do you know what phase we're in? I don't.
I mean, we have the 14 phase, which is, you know, baby steps. It's like, it's like you can hear that it's been made in 14 days. Like, it's people still fucking rage about Chromeo being the best Cleopatrick song. There's like some diehard Chromeo fans in there.
Yeah.
And so that's probably phase 1, you know, some classics and some underrated bangers. Then The Boys is phase 2, you know, getting your grips and, you know, getting out there. Phase 2 is also where you go popular, you know, the hometown and stuff. So that's like your hit, you know, your blockbuster, I guess. So that's, you know, where you got your grip, and now we're in the end of phase.
We're in the end game now.
We're in the end game now.
My God.
The first end game.
The first, I hope the first end game of many. But also, yeah, you know, I mean, is Thanos even here? But we have no clue.
Now this feels like more like the first Avengers movie, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like the
Everyone
Avengers are
coming
just
together.
now coming together. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This tour, the Bummer tour, is like that shot in front of, or you know, like that Avengers 1 shot where the camera swerves around all day.
Yeah.
That's us, but it's with like Jig and Quinn.
We should film that. We should get Connor to film that.
When we're talking about the tour, I have a question from Therese. New tour diaries? Question mark.
Yeah, we'll definitely do some tour diaries.
Oh yeah, we missed them.
Sucks. We haven't been touring, so we haven't been able to make
it. Couldn't really. We did the behind the scenes videos from the album have the same vibe, and it's like a COVID proof continuation of the tour diaries, I guess. But yeah, I can't wait for them to go to come back.
Honestly.
So Tanaya asks, I'm really curious, what inspired the name of the record? Why is it called Bummer, and why not Bum Bum?
Bum Bum.
Yeah, I think Ben asked that on Twitter, but yeah, why Bummer? Is I mean, what's the, why?
Yeah, it's because when you look at these songs as a whole, this is kind of like the narrative through the record. That it starts out with Victoria Park and it's all big and crashy, and slowly, piece by piece, it kind of gets stripped back until like you're kind of forced to look at the lyrics, and then by the time you're there, you realize that every single song is a total bummer.
All right.
And it's not as fun and moshy as the Sonics, make you think. And yeah, it just felt like the best way to like summarize the record in one word. And it's also I like the idea of people like associating the album with like a negative word like that, like it sucks or something. It's like calling the record like, this sucks,
shitty,
this sucks. Here you go,
take our
debut album, it sucks.
Oh man. All right, Shuyler wrote, love you guys and congrats. What were some lessons you learned from this whole journey?
Deep question.
In a technical way, we learned a lot from hanging with Jig and Quinn on recording and like production and stuff. But I mean, that's not really exciting to tell you about, but our demos sound pretty sick right now because we absorbed a lot of information.
Well, we can give you feedback on them if you want.
But maybe on an emotional level, I think that we just realized that we do things the best when we do them ourselves. And that while making this record and doing it on our own with Jig was like the bigger hill to climb in the grand scheme of how you make a record. Now that we're kind of standing at the top of it, it's like, well, it would have been so different if we climbed the other hill, like we're so grateful that we put the work in. And I think now we look forward to the next thing we make, because we just know like what we're capable of, and how gratifying the payoff is.
Yeah. Great answer.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So we have a question from Jackson Sugahara. And that's, what bands in the current rock scene or NRM community would you like to tour with?
Yeah, there's a lot. It's kind of, it's like, it sucks that it's just like so shitty to have a bill that's like more than 3 bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just exhaust everyone, because like,
Yeah.
we have a long list. Let's try some out. We got to play one show with this band in Brighton called Jen, and they were so sick. And again, it was that thing, like we couldn't have like 4 band bills, because that's not fun. So we only got to do the one show with them, but like I'd love to do more with them, because they were great people, and it was like a really cool like vibe sonically for the night. There's this band in Toronto right now called the Effins that
hell yeah.
we're huge fans of. And I really want to play some shows with them, mostly because I just want to like watch their set every night.
Right.
Let me think. Do you have any?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of more that we've played like one show with.
Highly suspect.
We haven't played a show with Deep Six yet.
Oh yeah.
But it kind of feels like we have on an emotional level. But
Yeah, that basement show is pretty much like we were playing a show with
yeah.
Deep Six. Nate was just like,
it'd be sick to play a show with Deep Six. There's a band called Mile End that's kind of in like the deep six end of the scene. Trying to think. We're always so bad at this. Like,
yeah, I know.
anytime we get asked to like list
Perfect
something.
Strangers, shout out Laurie. I'd love to play a show with those dudes in the UK.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
To have them on a show.
We talked to them last week.
Yeah.
And they were incredible.
Dude, that new track they put out, it's such an like Laurie mixed that shit. It sounds so good, dude. It's like those guys are like rocketing up, man. They're like just
shout out Perfect
blew me away.
Strangers.
Yeah, shout out Perfect Strangers.
Yeah,
that's
okay. Mads, you can do the next question.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask another question of Nate. How long did the album take to produce?
Fuck.
It took a long time. Like, I guess it depends on when we want to define producing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just say from like when we started recording to when we were done, which I think was like 3 months.
Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah, I guess that plus all the post production would be about 3 months.
It was about like a month in the studio, give or take, and then a solid month in the basement.
But it was spread out, so it was kind of like little smaller chunks. So, yeah.
Did you have like problems during the production process with like COVID? Did you like during the production process have to like go into quarantine again?
We were pretty lucky with that. Like during those times, the restrictions were quite light in Canada. Like initially, like we were supposed to be in the studio in April, but then we were fully locked down.
Yeah.
But in the summer there was a bit more leniency, and we were allowed to be in a room with X amount of people, and it was we were doing everything as safely as possible. But yeah. So it wasn't too bad. It was obviously we would have loved to have like all of our friends like swing by at one point, but we kind of were limited to how many people were in a room. But like that was maybe also was for the better, because we were pretty much in the zone from start to finish.
Yeah.
We'll probably be able to hear that back in the album.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys were in the zone.
Yeah, I'd say we were in the zone for sure.
Oh yeah. I hope we can be in the zone on June 4th.
You will be.
Oh. Let's have a look. I like this question from Still Restless, who asked, if the New Rock Mafia was actually a rock, what type of rock would it be?
Oh man, I wish I remembered rock names. Igneous or whatever. Isn't there one like that? Isn't that like a lava rock?
I think
Bedrock.
Yeah,
Bedrock.
maybe it would be bedrock. Yeah.
Bedrock is like, I only know Bedrock from Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be Minecraft bedrock.
We know
would be.
Minecraft Bedrock. Could go deeper.
Yeah.
Limestone. Limestone's pretty like what's the word I'm looking for? It's multi-purpose, right? So
Versatile.
maybe lime. Versatile. Yeah. Nice.
There we go.
Granite.
I study English.
I don't.
Comes in handy. Yeah, I like the limestone idea, because you can shape it into whatever you want. And that's like yeah. Good answer. Good answer. This is like Family Feud, limestone. Good answer.
Limestone actually tastes like lime.
Try it out, when you're if you're at home watching this and you're bored, try it out. Taste some limestone.
Yeah.
Lick on the stone.
Reach over to your coffee table with that
don't.
piece of limestone that you keep beside your bed. Give it a lick.
Give it a lick.
Oh, damn. All right. Are we gonna do 2 questions?
Oh, we can do 3.
You think so?
Oh, I definitely think so. We've been.
All right.
We still have half an hour to go or something, so it's fine.
I'm gonna go with the question of Cyprian. When is the 3rd issue of Noah's Special News coming?
Very soon.
ASAP.
Very soon. We're working on it
Very
right now.
soon.
Aren't you tired of this word now?
What am I supposed to say? I just make up a date for you?
Coming.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know yet.
Yeah. Literally
Soon.
just soon. That's the only
Yeah.
thing we can confirm.
I mean, it's the one thing we can hang on to from all of this. Soon. It's the one thing that's been consistent through all of this. Just soon.
It's a running gag.
Yep.
We've been saying soon before all you folks were even around. We've been saying soon since
Yeah.
2014.
It's been soon.
So when are you guys gonna release music? Soon. Eventually.
When are we gonna work on our album, man? Soon.
No, before there was even anyone asking. We were telling them soon.
Soon.
I'm gonna make music soon, just as an announcement. So a question from Agona Boy. Agonia Boy, even. What would you prefer? Appearing in a movie with Tom Holland or Tom Holland appearing in a music video?
Oh, it's a tough call, eh?
Damn, we could do like a really sick, like kind of like cinematic video, like starring Tom Holland.
That's
sick.
been like the way I've pictured it. There's like this this band, I forget what they're called or what the song is, but they just have John Hamm in their music video, just like playing a role. Where he's like at home, he puts on a record and like puts on headphones, and then he's sitting on his couch, and people break into his house behind him. And he like
that's sick.
Doesn't realize
Holy
it's happening.
Shit.
And when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god! Imagine like that's how we revealed to our audience that we're actually friends
That'd
with
be
Tom
cool.
Holland."
I need that with Tom Holland.
That with Ewan McGregor. They have a cool music video with him.
Yeah, so I feel like I want to do it that way. Although the paycheck for being in a Marvel movie would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
So what would your superpower be if you were a Marvel superhero? Because this has been the second time we've been talking about Marvel. So what would your superpower be?
It's tough to say. Like, does it have to be like if I got bit by a radioactive something? Like, what would be the trait that would activate within me?
That's a good
Maybe I'd piss even more.
I'd become optimistic.
Hell yeah.
So optimistic.
I would drink more water and piss more.
But that's so funny.
You can do that without special powers.
overpowered.
It'd be like fire hose powers.
Yeah,
Like, you'd like be able to like blast
hell
away
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it'd be crazy pounds per square inch type fucking.
That's kind of
Just
a
death
I
rate
have to
type
replenish it at the
situation.
same rate, so I have to
right,
be
like
hooked up to
like
it too.
Frozone.
Yeah.
Like Frozone.
Frozone, make it piss. That's it.
That scene is sick. What a good movie, The Incredibles. Anyways, shout out The Incredibles.
Shout out Incredibles. If you have nothing to do, watch Incredibles, but imagine Frozone being Luke and the ice being piss.
Yeah.
Whole different movie. Whole different movie. So let's quickly move on before this gets out of hand.
Yeah, I would say last question from Carter. When you tour, do you have backup gear in case of broken pedals, blown speakers, drum mashups, blah, blah, blah?
A little bit, but we also kind of like to keep that risk in there.
Right.
We don't really have the budget to like have backups of everything, so
Yeah.
it's really just like there's some extra strings, maybe there's another guitar, but I don't know, there's something romantic about stuff getting fucked up live, and like people realize like it's like, yo, we're just normal, like this is
We
human,
don't have
like,
this millionaire's big
Yeah.
rock band budget.
yeah, like there's been a handful of times where like I break a guitar string and like there's no backup guitar, so suddenly it's like Ian's gotta make a thing, and he just starts making a thing happen, and then it's like I
You
just
just
change
put
the string.
Right. This has happened live before.
Yeah, a couple
Yeah.
times.
I remember, what was that one in, was it Cincinnati, where Jake was like around the corner at the merch booth, and like your guitar was like
Like
or
a
your-
mile
Yeah,
away.
yeah. You started like, well, we were right about to go into the breakdown of Bernard, and Luke
Yeah.
was like singing. He's like, Jake, I don't.
So I sent him a message.
I need my guitar strings.
Strings. And we just kind of stood there, and Jake was like, oh, and then the green room, I stupidly left my guitar case in the green room, which at this venue
Oh.
happened to be so far away.
Yeah, because it was a bigger, like a big, like 3,000 cap venue, but we were playing in like
Oh,
the
damn.
lobby essentially. So like Jake had to
Oh,
like
shit.
sprint.
He was gone for like 5 minutes.
I
Oh,
was literally
damn.
Just a 5-minute drum solo.
I am so not a drum soloer too, so that's like so funny. So
And then we came
Oh
back.
my
Gotta be
god,
a
you
vibe.
just had to go in like a boom for just 5 minutes.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Fuck.
damn.
I wish
I
would.
miss live shows.
I also
Me too.
miss live shows. Let's just do one last question because we have time. We have time.
All right, go on.
We have time for one more, which is a question by Nate, Deep Six Nate, who asked,
Right.
"What is your favorite second verse?" Because you've
Nice.
tweeted recently that the second verses are more important than choruses. So, what's your, what is an example of a second verse that puts the whole song together?
There's so
oh
many.
god.
Like
Is
the
it
one that comes to mind.
Out of
first.
all songs too?
I mean, you can just name some, or name one that just immediately comes to mind.
Pops up into your head.
God.
There's so many, like there are
But I
probably
know.
hundreds, but like just the fact that they're all going in my
Yeah.
head.
I'm trying to think of the best one. Like the one that made me realize that.
Yeah, why? Where did the tweet come from? Because there had to be a second verse that you're like, oh shit, I need to tweet this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was our own. Like this record's the second verse record. Like,
Oh, this
Um,
is the second verse record.
yeah, this record has the best second verses out of all our songs.
Could I pick one of our? That might be easier.
Yeah,
I'd
true.
say Good Grief.
Yeah.
I love that's like
Yeah.
something, a second verse that we've wanted to have for a while with just the drums and the
Mhm.
vocals,
Mhm.
and that was a very exciting moment for us to
Mhm,
actually
true.
pull that off.
True.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what. Oh, well, actually no, I don't want to say.
Yeah.
But maybe
You
that
can't
defeats
name
the.
a now unreleased song. I mean, it'll be out by the time this is out.
I just want to pick the coolest
I know.
fucking one.
It's hard to say. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Hold on, I'm coming. Check this out. Bang, bang, bang.
Ooh, what is he trying?
He's looking at Spotify.
Oh, he's looking at his Spotify. Well, that's a good move.
I don't want to take up too much time. I might
No,
not be
it's
able
fine.
to.
We have time.
No, I don't.
Oh,
There we go.
Take Me to Church. Hosier.
Hosier. Yes.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
a
but I
crazy
mean,
second
like,
verse.
Wow.
I mean, just Hosier in general, to be fair. Well, Hosier is like the king of the bridge. In my
Yeah, he's got some
opinion.
crazy bridges, but that second verse in that song is really great. And I remember I used to work at a place called Bulk Barn in Coburg, which served up bulk things,
Hell
like
yeah! Shout
flour
out Bulk
and
Barn.
cheesies and stuff. And the radio station only played horrible pop music, but then there was that period where that song was like on pop radio, and it would come on, and that second verse, I would just go crazy in the aisles stalking shit. Yeah.
Hosier, just in general, I can go on about Hosier for fucking hours, but I feel like we've been going for a reasonable amount of time. I think we've been going for like an hour and 15 minutes. So I feel like we can round it off. And except if you want to do one more question to round things off.
Or some shout outs.
Or some shout outs. If you have some
we got a little more time if you want to ask a couple more.
Well, we can ask a couple. We have a couple more, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, we can ask.
Let's do a couple more.
Let's do a couple more. We have a question from Eliel, and we can combine it with a question from Youssef. And what's your favorite pizza and why? And what's your favorite flavor of ice cream and why?
Sick. My favorite pizza is from Jim's Pizza in Port Hope, Ontario, Canada, which is the town next to Coburg. It's about 15 minutes away.
Hell yeah.
I get green olives, spinach, red onion, crushed chili peppers, and basil.
Hell yeah.
And it's my favorite pizza. It's been my favorite pizza for a very long time.
I'm so happy we have another olives and pizza guy.
Oh my god!
I'm out when it comes to olives. I'm definitely out when it comes to olives.
I love olives. Oh, I love olives too. Hell yeah! So Ian, what's your favorite pizza? And then we can go on to ice cream.
Well, dude, you know what? I realized this the other day. I fucking love pizza, man. Like I really like it's delicious, obviously, but I really like just in some of the most like critical moments of my life, you're just so hungry and someone orders a pizza and it's hot and it like I think it's more the idea of pizza that is my favorite. And I will say with pepperoni and green olives, and that's it. Just simple 2 toppings. And just like wherever, like obviously there's some pizzas that aren't great, but like there's like a select few places, and it just, when it's the right moment, that's my favorite pizza. And I know that's kind of like, maybe that's a bit of a dorky answer, but it's the truth. Like if it's Domino's, fuck yeah, it's so good. If it's pizza, not so much. But if it's 2 for 1, fuck yeah, let's go. If it's Jim's, which Jim's is amazing, it's amazing, it's so good. Just pepperoni, green olives, wherever is the right time,
Hell yeah. I mean,
you should have come with us in Bristol getting those pizzas. They were absolutely good as well.
Yeah,
I've never ate such a good pizza, honestly.
I mean, Ian, we know your love for pizza because on the Youth Tour Part 1 posters, you're there with like,
hey, we were all eating pizza.
Piece of pizza in your mouth.
That's such a funny picture that we used for like so much promo.
That was like the poster.
It's good. It's cool. It's cool.
It's a great picture, like the ripped.
That was one of those experiences. That was like, I think Jake went and grabbed that, and it was Domino's. It wasn't those toppings, but it was like pepperoni and like peppers or something. It was
hell yeah.
That was like so good. I remember eating that pizza so well, and it was so delicious.
That's
what I'm talking about.
Of you eating pizza.
And like, dude, like the thing about a cardboard box, it just keeps it hot, but then it allows it to congeal. Like it gets all like it's not too like
pizza.
You know what I mean? That's gross, but like it does. Like
it does make sense.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I was really like excited about it.
Well, there you go. Now the entire world knows it.
Anyways,
ice cream. Yeah, we can now go on to ice cream. I don't know if you have like a tirade about ice cream.
Yeah, I don't like ice cream. I'm kidding.
That's fine.
I'm kidding. You go first.
Was it favorite flavor?
Yeah, favorite kind of ice
cream. I like chocolate with maybe a little bit of peanut butter.
Oh.
Like maybe like one of those Ben and Jerry's kind of things.
Yeah.
But I don't really have any allegiances to brands or locations. I just think that if there's like a peanut butter cup option, probably go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might be the same, honestly. Or like just like a classic vanilla.
Classic vanilla. Love it.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, okay. So, what's your opinion on mint chocolate chip?
I like that as well.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
I'm
if I've
like
ever had it.
mint chocolate chip ice cream just reminds me of like toothpaste, and it just makes me sad because when I'm eating ice cream, I don't want to be reminded of toothpaste. You know?
Well, then how do you feel about like bubble gum or strawberry ice cream?
I don't know. Strawberry ice cream is fine because it doesn't really taste like strawberries.
Okay.
Because it tastes like artificial strawberries, which has nothing to do with the fruit. Bubblegum, I don't really like sweet stuff. That's like my thing. I don't really like. I'm more of a savory kind of person. So if there's like a cookie dough thing, maybe I think cookie dough is my favorite ice cream because it's like the new rage, sea salt and caramel. Oh my god, yes, I like that.
Pretty lit.
Hell yeah,
That's pretty great.
Nice.
That's a nice ice cream conversation. Mads, what's your favorite ice cream?
Stracciatella.
Stracciatella, okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Makes sense. It's basically just chocolate as well. Chocolate with like a yogurt.
Vanilla with chocolate.
Yeah.
Sprinkles.
Well, sprinkles, like shards, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is stracciatella a thing like outside of the Netherlands and Germany? Have you ever heard of stracciatella? No, it's basically just a kind of. I think it's like cream cheese ice cream, actually, like a yogurt situation. Like a froyo.
I think so.
Like
I think
a froyo
it's
with chocolate shards. There we go. I feel like that's the best way to describe it because it doesn't taste like vanilla. Anyways, okay, we'll do one more question for now. Let's actually do one last question. I'm gonna check the questions. Yeah, there we go. Very good question. If Luke had to choose a go-to guitar besides a Les Paul, what would it be?
I guess I'd pick my SG. Is that
Your
loud?
S?
I don't know.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what the rules are.
I
just got this new SG.
Besides your Les Paul, so.
Yeah, I just got this new SG.
Hell yeah! I just want to win that Epiphone. Also, I mean, when's that giveaway ending?
June 2.
June 2. So when this comes out, the winner's already been picked. So I can't like say enter.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work.
Hope it's you. Good luck.
I hope. I also hope it's me. I mean, I've done all the things.
Actually.
I'm at the most points right now. I have all the 70 points. So, but probably not. I don't really do good with raffles at all. So it's sim pickings. But
hey, maybe this one's yours. Maybe this one's yours.
Fucking hope so. Know. I've always wanted an Epiphone. So. And my guitar was like,
everyone's
my guitar was $40.
Maybe it's yours, buddy. Wink.
And it just turns out to be me, and everyone thinks that it's rigged or whatever. Ugh. No. Maybe I am the source. Who knows? No. People thought that. People thought that I was. I've had DMs. I've had DMs because my Discord username is like the source as like a tongue-in-cheek thing, and they were like, "Oh my god, are you the source?" And I wish I had like access to and I was evading the law and whatever, but no. But yeah, I hope it's me. I hope I win the guitar, but probably not. So, we'll see. It's just a great thing that you guys are doing. Actually, it's like a big marketing shit. Yeah, I love it. Also, the fucking Twitter thing you made with like I don't know which song was it was in the background. Let me quickly look this up.
Some Maroon 5 song.
Some Maroon 5 song.
It's some stupid Maroon 5 song.
I love it. Let's hear it. Let's have it. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, like that wasn't really. I didn't plan that. I was just listening to that song and I was like, oh, I should post about this guitar. And then I was like, this is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. And then Aishma asked Luke literally why. You said marketing, which is a great answer. Yeah, love that. So yeah, let's just end it with you guys have an album coming out, and if you're listening to this, you probably know that the album's out. So you fucking when you're done listening to this, go stream it again. You know,
listen to Bummer.
Listen to Bummer.
Yeah.
Buy the merch. Support.
Spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word so more people listen. And I thank you for watching. Luke and Ian, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
It's been an honor to have you. It's been a blast. I will now not be able to look at Frozone the same anymore. Might be a problem, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Everyone, at home, and thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah.